honorable judges of International Court of Justice, and leaders of the world, I have a very important message to share with you. My name is Zozo, and I'm an ethnic Rakhine from Myanmar. Today, I'm not speaking only for myself, but for our people in Rakhine State. We feel that our land, our identity, and our futures are under serious threat. For us, this is not just politics. It is about our history, our security, and our survival. The conflict surrounding the name Rohingyas has created deep fear, division, and violence in our land. Many people outside Myanmar do not understand how dangerous and painful this issue is for us. I'm not speaking against ordinary people or religion. I'm speaking to explain what we are really facing in Rakhine State and why this issue is so serious for our people. We, the Rakhine people, live in the western part of Myanmar, known today as Rakhine State and historically as Arakan. We have lived on this land for thousands of years under our own kingdom and monarchy. That is why we have our own culture, language, tradition, and ancient heritage that still exists today. In 1785, the Rakhine Kingdom was defeated by the Burmese, and we fell under Burmese rule. In 1826, the Burmese were defeated by the British, and Rakhine State came under British rule. During the British period, around 200,000 to 300,000 Muslims from Sitagang, now Bangladesh, were brought into Rakhine State as laborers. There is no clear records that these people returned to their original places. Before and after the independence of Bangladesh in 1971, more Bengalis entered Rakhine State over many years. Local authorities were aware of this, but correction and silence allowed the situation to continue. Later, successive Myanmar government did not recognize these people as an official ethnic group and did not grant them full citizenship. As a result, they remained concentrated in Rakhine State for decades. Over time, poverty, inequality, and separation between communities create deeper tensions. In recent decades, some of these people began using the name Rohingya and claim that they are dangerous people who have lived in Rakhine State for thousands of years. From our perspective, this claim does not match historical records. An ethnic group does not live on only one place, especially in border regions. Ethnic groups usually exist on both sides of national borders. For example, Rakhine people live in both Myanmar and Bangladesh. Shan people live in both Myanmar and India. This is a common historical reality around the world. However, the Bangladesh government has officially stated that the Rohingya people exist only in northern Rakhine State in Myanmar and not in Bangladesh. In reality, there is only a small river, the Net River, between Myanmar and Bangladesh. It is difficult to understand how a population of millions exists only on one side of such a small river and not on the other. Because of this, many of us believe that the Rohingya identity did not exist historically, but was created later by certain individuals or organizations. I also want to speak openly about the people who are actively promoting the Rohingya identity at the international level. Individuals such as Neselon, Tuan Khan, Chue Mao, Aujuamo, Wu New, and others are widely known as leading voice behind this movement. They present themselves as human rights advocates, but many people in Rakhine State feel that their activities have deepened division and conflict between communities. Through social media, international organizations, and foreign media, they continuously spread narratives that ignore the historical reality and the voice of local Rakhine people. From our perspective, their campaigns have not brought peace to Rakhine State. Instead, they have increased mistrust, fear, and hostility while ordinary people continue to suffer. We feel that the world hears their voice clearly, but rarely hears the voice of the Rakhine people who live with the consequences on the ground. Today, many areas of Rakhine State are administered by the Arakan army. Under this administration, people of different religions, including Muslims, Hindus, and Christians, are living together. Muslims are also serving in local administration and governance. At present, our communities are living together more peacefully than before. This shows that Rakhine people are not against coexistence. We want stability and equality under the law. However, armed groups such as ARSA, RSO, ARA, and other extremist groups are operating in and around the region. They use refugees camps in Kobza as bases for recruitment and violent activities such as intimidation, kidnapping, and attacks. Refugees in the camps are also being threatened and influenced by these groups. There are frequent protests filled with anger and calls for revenge against Rakhine State and Rakhine people. From our perspective, these groups are trying to divide our land and create chaos in Rakhine State. This is not a theoretical problem. It is a reality that ordinary people in Rakhine State live with every day. Honorable judges and world leaders, we need your understanding and you have to address this complex problem. We cannot accept the name Rohingya, but we are not rejecting people. We want to accept people as Bengalis and grant citizenship to those who truly deserve it, so we can live together as equal and under the law. We understand that people who have lived on our land for more than one generation should be considered part of our society. We are ready to accept those who deserve it and to live peaceful coexistence. But we cannot accept a national identity that in our view did not exist historically and was created later by certain groups. In the past, there have been many violent conflicts between communities, events such as the Mount accident in 1942, the Elephant Jaw accident in 1947, and the violence in 2012 caused massive destruction and suffering across Rakhine State. Because of this history, it is difficult for us to simply accept everyone back without trust. If coexistence is to be revealed, it must begin with trust, law, and gradual reconciliation. Honorable Judge of International Court of Justice and leaders of the world, I respectfully ask you to understand the fear and concern of the Rakhine people. We are not powerful organization. We do not control the media. We only want to share our truth and our reality. We do not ask the world to take sides blindly. We ask the world to listen all sides, including the voice of the Rakhine people. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our voice. Please help us.